Hi guys, it's Andrea. Thanks for tuning in. Today I want to come to you to talk to you about two courses that I have taken, Notary 2 Pro and the Loan Signing System, and give you my opinions and thoughts. And hopefully if you are stuck trying to figure out which course you should take, hopefully this will help you make that decision. So from the very beginning, I became a notary 9 years ago and had absolutely no training. I look back on the stuff that I notarized when I had no training and realized I did it wrong, but it's done now. Anyway, so I had no training. About 3 years ago, I figured, why don't I do something with this notary commission that I have? So I decided to go and take a class. This class was about 2.5 hours away from me. Had to cross the Bay Bridge and everything. I don't know why I didn't go to YouTube to learn this stuff. I was slipping. I was sleeping on YouTube. Anyway, so I drove 2.5 hours to go to this notary class, and they kind of hit on being a loan signing agent, and a light bulb went off in my head. So I'm like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. So I signed up for Notary 2 Pro. I took the course, and then I found out in Maryland you have to be a title insurance producer, and that put a halt to everything. So signed up for the title insurance producer course, took the exam, finally passed that, and now I'm ready to go. But the problem was I'd forgotten everything that Notary 2 Pro had taught me. So I had to buy the course again. And then once I took the course again, I was ready to go, was doing signings, and decided that I needed more training. And so then I took the loan signing system course. And since then, I've been rocking and rolling ever since. So when I took Notary 2 Pro, Notary 2 Pro is owned by Carol. Super, super sweet lady. She has her course online, and you can tell in her voice that she's just really has this really calm spirit about her, talks really slow, but just at the pace that I needed, especially because the real estate industry, being a loan signing agent, all of that language was something brand new to me. I had no experience in this industry at all. So Carol kind of really had a slow pace about her. She walked you through the documents, just a really calm spirit. So her course was very easy to follow. Took me about 2, maybe 3 days to finish it. I would stop and start, stop and start. At that time, it was $199, I believe. But when I just looked it up, it's now $300. So like I said, her course was very easy to follow. The presentation was a bit outdated, not the information, but more so the presentation. But when I say outdated, I mean like it had a theme of like an old Western type feel to it. But Carol, I do believe, lives in Texas or Arizona, so that probably fits her. But the information was really good, really knowledgeable. You can tell that she's been in this business for quite some time. And it was just a really good program, just really good program. When you finish the program, you receive a certificate. And that certificate, you'll find that many companies will ask you for certain certificates, and you can include that in there. She also offers weekly meetings. She and I believe her name is Laura and Bill Soroka, they have a Zoom weekly meeting where you can come on and ask them anything and everything. And it's really good. I still tune into it occasionally. It's good for new notaries. It's good for notaries that have been in it for quite some time. And then she even has what she calls a prime time notary session, and that's for notaries who are, I want to say, 50 years of age or and up. But yeah, she's constantly, she still does her loan signings, but she has a lot of other branches out there to help notaries as well. So, like I said, you get a certificate upon completion, and it took me about 2 or 3 days to finish it. The one downside that I found is, like I told you, when I took it the first time, by the time I was ready to really get into being a loan signing agent, because I had to take the title insurance producer exam, when you purchase it, is only good for 90 days. So you have to get in there, you have to take the course and pass the exam within 90 days. I do believe that there's an extension period, but I think it's an additional fee. At least that's what it was when I took it the first time. So the great thing about Carol is that when you finish her course, she tells you that when you accept your first loan signing, to give her a call. So I accepted my first loan signing. I actually called her. She actually picked up. I was so surprised. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when you complete the course, she adds you to a list of notaries that have taken the course. And many signing services use that list to get notaries. And so when I looked at that list, I saw thousands of notaries that she has trained in her course. So in my mind, there was no way in the world she was actually going to pick up the phone, but she picked up the phone. So she picked up the phone, and I'm telling her, I have this closing, and she's, like I said, she has this very warm, calming spirit. My anxiety is through the roof. And she's like, it's going to be okay. Okay, now tell me what kind of signing you have, and And she walked me through the entire packet to make sure I felt comfortable with what was taking place. And I thought that was super nice of her to even offer that. Thousands of people have called her, and she's picked up, I guess. So I thought that was great. She had that calm spirit about her, walked me through the documents, and when I got off the phone with her, I felt a whole lot better. Still nervous, of course, but a whole lot better that someone was able to actually walk me through the documents. I was able to ask her any and every question that I could possibly think of, and she was able to answer that for me. So that was great. However, I still felt uneasy about some of the documents. So I felt like I needed additional training. So about 3 months later, I took the loan signing system. The loan signing system is owned by Mark Wills. He's completely opposite from Carol in that his energy is crazy. He talks really fast. He's like really amped up. Like he's super excited about this whole industry. So his course was $500, and I do believe he offers a payment plan. He also has, once you're in it, you get that membership for life. So you get the membership for life, and you also get access to his Facebook group, I think, for 3 months. After the group, it costs $27. Let me tell you about the Facebook group. I am in over 20 notary groups, and by far his Facebook group is the most motivating, the most positive, the most encouraging Facebook group I am a part of. The LSS group is awesome, and I do pay the $27 a month to stay in that group because I am always learning from the people that post. I mean, they post how much they made. They're encouraging people to continue to do more. Like it's a really good group. So Mark Wills, like I said, he talks really fast, but he has a lot of videos, a lot of training, and it's really informative. It's really good. So he also offers constant mentorship. So once a month, he's in the Facebook group. He does a live Facebook hour-long mentorship where he is just giving you golden nuggets on how to market yourself, on how to get become a preferred notary, on how to just nothing but wonderful information. And he does that once a month. And then I do believe once a week he has a mentorship, or rather he has someone else come on who has done a phenomenal job. Like in the past, they've had people who own their own signing service come on and do trainings as well. So those sessions that he offers on Facebook is so good. And the other thing he does is he's constantly uploading more videos into the program. So if you pay for his course, he's adding more information to it. So the other thing he offers in the course is he has scripts. He gives you a script on what to say to loan officers, on what to say to escrow officers, on what to say to real estate agents, so that you shine, so that you stand out from the other notaries, which is awesome. But he is really heavy on marketing, I will say that. So like I said, he's constantly teaching you how to stand out, how to approach people and talk about what it is you do, and how to build and create relationships with people who can help you build your business. So he too, his course also offers certificates, but his is a bit different. So he'll offer a certificate that you completed. He'll give you a certificate that you completed the course, yes, but he also gives you certificates for your milestones. So if the month of March you made $1,000, you send him the necessary information and he'll give you a certificate showing that you have reached 1K, and it'll go every 1,000, 5,000, 6,000, and then once you reach 10,000, you actually get a plaque. And sometimes he'll do a shout out in his monthly mentorship of the people who got plaques. And so if you did 15,000, 20,000, 30, and so on, then he's going to send you a plaque as long as you send him the information. So I thought that was really neat, because it causes you to always create a goal, which is extra nice. Now, the downfall to Mark's course is that there are some companies that will say in their description, we do not want a six-figure notary, or we do not want a notary who's taken the six-figure course, which is Mark's course. And it says something along the lines of, we have found that those notaries make a lot of mistakes. We prefer notaries who have taken Notary 2 Pro. So to me, that gives Mark a bad name, and I disagree with what those companies say, because I find that the LSS group knows a lot more information, especially if you stay in the Facebook group, because it's constantly feeding you information. But hey, I have a feeling that the companies that prefer Notary 2 Pro, they probably have a connection with Carol or something. I'm not quite sure. They're still good companies, but it just rubs me the wrong way that they talk about the loan signing system like that. But hey, at the end of the day, there are companies that prefer Notary 2 Pro, and there are probably companies that prefer the loan signing system, and I work for all of them, so it doesn't matter. So, like I said, Mark talks really fast, but he's giving you a lot of informed information. So there you have it. That's my feedback. The downside with Notary 2 Pro is that the course is only good for 90 days. So if you've forgotten everything like I did the first time, you have to pay for it again. Technically, I'm not talking bad about any course, honestly, because I truly felt like I took the course in the order that I needed to take it. When I was a baby in this and didn't know what I was doing, Carol had that really calm spirit about her that made me feel like, okay, it's going to be okay. And Carol was really, she was slow in teaching the documents and really explaining them, which was what I really needed. And then once it was time for me to grow up a little bit, so to speak, I took Mark's course, and he was like, okay, now you need to get out there and you need to do this. He's motivating you to get your business doing more than it ever could have done. And my business did. So I took the course in the order that I should have taken it. I really don't have anything bad to say about any program, but hopefully this helped you decide kind of where you are, which program probably suits you best, probably suits you, your learning style. And hopefully this was a video you needed to see. Thank you for tuning in. Please check out my other videos. I have a really good video that talks about how to have a smooth loan closing. And thanks. Talk to you later. Bye.